Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting, hosted by yours truly, mouthing off with Mike. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm riding solo. Listen, I'm a little superstitious with it being Friday the 13th. So I decided I'm going to keep things nice and easy for myself. Don't want any bad juju out there. So I decided I'm going to ride solo tonight here for the USA debut of Friday Night SmackDown. And by the looks of it here, we got a little bit of upgrading here to do tonight. So just bear with me here as you guys come on in here to the stream before we talk a little SmackDown, because we got to get rid of the old and we got to get in with the new, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. SmackDown live tonight on the USA Network. We've got a brand new logo. We've got a brand new video package. And we got a brand new ring setup tonight. We got a little old school ring, the old school ring post, the ring aprons, no LED digital boards on the ring tonight, and a hell of a SmackDown debut for USA Network. We even got an overrun here tonight. And because it's Friday the 13th, we got add a little extra jazz here to the nightcap. Get in with the festivities. Maybe you're a tattoo connoisseur. Maybe you're getting some ink on September 13th for Friday the 13th in those deals. But no black cats running across me. No walking under ladders. No spilling salt shakers. But we got a little blood. Guess I predicted the blood here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got Podcast Smitty. Gotta bust my balls already. Arizona's the real deal. ASU is going to get the biz real soon. We'll see about that here come November for that Territorial Cup. Rick 8-Bit, what's going on, good brother? Tonight, let's go. What a debut is right, man. What a SmackDown. We got Dami Feds in the building. Let's go. What's up, Derek? Happy SmackDown Friday to yourself. Thanks for hanging out here on the Nightcap with me, spending your Friday night. You could have been spending anywhere else in the world, but you're here on Boom Broadcasting with me. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. I wish I had Nitram here from Four Sides of the Ring, because he likes to bust down on the true crime, talking about serial killers a couple weeks ago. We could have brought him into the show. I should have reached out. That's on me. But listen, new logo, new video, new theme song, and Triple H kicking off Friday Night SmackDown. Always a pleasure to see the game here on Friday nights on my television. Legend in the game, of course. But he's taking care of business backstage. But we open up the show. First 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, commercial free. Shout out to the US Network, man. Tonight's SmackDown felt fresh. There was a huge buzz about it. You got a steel cage match. You've got this new feeling, right? A completely new feeling to Friday Night SmackDown tonight on USA Network. They even gave us an overrun at the end, which I got a lot to talk about here. But we started with this WWE Championship steel cage match. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes defending against the fake ass tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. I don't know if you guys saw the clip I posted earlier, but I love you, Solo Sikoa. Shout out to Jacob Fatu. Shout out to Torn from Black Mass and Constellations. But listen, fantastic steel cage match here. I know everybody was talking about it. I know they were expecting it. No crazy Cody Rhodes moonsault like he did back in the AEW days in that cage match with Wardlow. No, none of that. Did get a really good flying crossbody from him off the top of the cage. Enjoyed it. Got the Cody cutter, off the cage. Very, very, really, really solid. Solo Sikoa. Dare I say, one of his best matches, really in the last couple months. Solo was really good in NXT. You kept up with Solo, if you watch NXT 2.0, if you watched his progression to this spot, to being the enforcer of Roman Reigns and the bloodline, debuting at Clash at the Castle all those years ago, you knew that Solo Sikoa was going to be another dog, right? A special talent. And I don't know what happened along the way, but he lost that feeling, I guess. But tonight, man, him and Cody, great match, great opening segment. But of course, that it can't end like that, right? Cody wins, hits him with a crossroads, and the bloodline come out. The Timu bloodline, the fake bloodline, the Tangaloa, Tamatanga, and of course, Jacob Fatu, which, I mean, if you're not on the Jacob Fatu train, I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Fatu, incredible. Still some solid bumps in the cage match. Solid. Agree, Kamish. I can't call him the model anymore. Wayne, if you haven't been keeping up with the Boom Broadcasting boys, Wayne has a new show on Boom Broadcasting talking all things fantasy football. Dropped his newest episode this week. One of the highest viewed debut episodes for us on Boom Broadcasting. So give it up to Wayne, man. Much love. Make sure you go follow him. Sideline Savants has been such a great show. And Wayne, can't wait to see those episodes coming down the pipeline, man. I should have went with you last night. You said it. I can't doubt the commish, folks. You can't doubt him. He said, even with a sprained ankle, you got to play Devin a chain. I said, I'm nervous. I overthought it. I overanalyzed. I started, as they say, if you used to watch the league, I was roster baiting a little bit too hard. I changed it last second, benched him. I was going up against James Cook. I'm cooked. It's over. 30 points on my bench. He's got 28 points, and I got an uphill battle coming this Sunday night, Sunday in the afternoon too. So you gotta go show some love to the commission, man. Derek, Jacob Fatu is definitely loyal soul. I love you, Solo Sikoa. I love you. He loves him, but you think that's a little too much though? We watch wrestling all our lives. Anybody who's riding that hard for their partner, maybe it's a little overcompensation. Maybe Jacob really doesn't love him. Maybe Jacob's going to pull a Solo on Solo down the line. Wayne said he agrees. Great match for Solo. Yeah, man. Great match. Much love, Wayne. Much love. He's doing the I love you, Solo Sikoa, as he comments. I love it. Here they are, booking like a mark. Imagine if they built up Solo like Batista in late 04, early 05. They could have built more tension between him and Roman, pushing him as a main eventer. We'd be cooking right now. Listen, booking like a mark. I like that idea. I saw your tweet earlier about, maybe rebooking Solo's run since getting called up to NXT. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. I think that'd be a great idea because I don't know what you got to do with him now. He just lost 2 title matches. Now he's challenging Roman and the American Nightmare to a tag team match. There's a lot to talk about here. But of course, it's weird things that Friday the 13th, guys. I don't know what's going on with Friday the 13th. But sometimes the vibes, man, they get a little weird on Friday the 13th. I'm hearing some rumblings. Hold on a sec, guys. I got to figure something out real quick because I'm confused. We're live, man. There's 122 of you here. Friday the 13th always brings the weird vibes, man. I spoke too soon. Did a black cat pass me on the way? Did a black cat pass me on the way? Because I guess the Prez is here tonight. What's up, Prez?
I had to crash the party. We're celebrating 25 years of SmackDown. How could you not expect me to show up?
I mean, I'm befuddled right now. I didn't expect this. I didn't see this coming. I was cool with Jason Derulo in it. A little riding solo, little riding solo on the SmackDown Nightcap. What do you think about the?
Yeah, let's be real. Who wants to ride with Solo after tonight?
I mean, obviously Jacob Fatu, he loves Solo Sikoa. Derek saying, "What's up, Prez?" Well, you're here now, so like, what were your thoughts on the cage match?
Dude, and I'm sure we'll get to it later. It made sense why they started with the cage match versus end in the night with the cage match. But dude, this was awesome. Like, Cody Rhodes went above and beyond this match, like just to really elevate Solo. Like the, you know, Cody cutter off the cage and then the crossbody off the top of the cage. Dude, and there were some moments I thought these guys were legitimately hurt. Like, especially that crossbody. It looked like Solo had taken the worst for wear. But dude, like, man, I miss like back in the old days of SmackDown, you had Batista versus Undertaker in a steel cage. I mean, you had some good ones. This felt like a good old fashioned SmackDown.
This did feel like a good old fashioned SmackDown, dude. That's the best way to put it. Listen, they were cutting up with the photos of like all the past SmackDown moments, and they were using all the old SmackDown theme songs, and then they played Rise Up, and I almost ran through my wall, dude. I was like, they're playing Rise Up right now, and I won't be denied. Yo, cue the Rock slapping the forearm, dude. I was ready. The commission, when Mike is alone, things get weird. I mean, things did get weird tonight. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have started speaking about Friday the 13th because I'm very superstitious, man. I must have spilled some salt today or something. Because the Prez, he's here. He's live with us. Mike and Mike on a Friday night. Usually it's on Mike and Mike Mondays. Mike and Mike at night on the Nightcap. So I mean, Friday night SmackDown, man.
Whoa. It's not Monday?
It's not Monday.
Didn't I just watch wrestling on USA?
Dude, you just watched wrestling on USA, and USA nailed it. Listen, I got much love for USA, even though they didn't slide in our DMs like all the other content creators out there and send us a little welcome box like I saw across social media. That's all right, USA. I got mad love for you. We're going to earn that one day. We're going to earn that one.
So wait. This isn't Monday.
This is not Monday.
This is not Monday Night Mics.
Brother. It's been a long week. It's not Monday Night Mics. It's Friday Night Mics tonight, baby.
You know what? That's on me. That's my bad.
That's my bad.
I'll see myself out.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. I mean, you never know what's going to happen on the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting. He just as quick as he appeared, he disappeared. 2 mics, 1 pod. Oh boy. They really did a great job with the best moments on SmackDown. Nah, absolutely. Rick digs the logo. Listen, it's growing on me. I like the full word of SmackDown. I like this logo that you're seeing right here. I like this logo. But the mic having just the S is giving me Subway. I can't unsee it. It's just the blue. It's just the Subway logo, but blue and white. I'm sorry. Now that I've said it, it's over. And he's back. Just as quick as he left and he appeared, he's back.
You just said my name, so I had to appear.
Say his name in here, Piers. Shout out,
Mike,
shout
right?
out. I did say Mike.
Okay.
Say Mike.
Okay.
We're both Mike.
I got the cue.
Prez, don't rush through the weekend to get to Monday. We need to enjoy the Cowboys beating up the Saints. I mean, yeah, dude.
Finally, by the way, over various technical difficulties, finally got Dan and the boys up tonight. So that episode's for you, Booking Like a Mark. We gave you a shout out in that episode, by the way.
Listen, Mike has caused pure chaos tonight. Of course, Friday the 13th chaos. But also, the OTC is back on SmackDown. My man's looking good. My man's looking angry. My man is looking determined. He locked himself in there with all 4 of these bloodline men. Mike, what do you think about this picture?
I had to get a really close view. And we never got to see Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns go at it. Like, they are saving this for a special moment. And dude, when this happens, this is going to be legit. Like, everybody's talked about, will Jacob Fatu like overshadow Solo Sikoa? Will he be the real next person up? I don't know, man. We'll see.
I said it. I mean, you weren't here. You were coming up out of the void here on the Nightcap. I said it earlier. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Jacob pulls a Solo down the line. You know what I'm saying? A little eye for an eye. But listen, The OTC makes the save after Cody's getting his ass kicked. Cody retains. Cody bled tonight. So, I mean, I was on the ball with all my graphics tonight. Got the blood on the nightstand. I had the blood on the bed for the thumbnail, for the promo image. I called that. I unintentionally called there was going to be some blood tonight. Cody bled a little bit. We had blood on SmackDown. We had an overrun. I don't know what more you could ask. SmackDown feeling like the A show again, baby. SmackDown feeling good tonight. I felt good watching SmackDown. Listen, Cody and Roman, man, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, Mike. A true testament to that tonight. We're going to talk about it later. I do want to talk about criminal behavior on Triple H's part tonight. Absolute criminal. Trips, maybe you should have cut your promo a couple minutes down. Because you cut the ladies tonight. Piper Niven and Michin, they got about, 3 minutes to get hot in the ring. Michin wins. Chelsea Green hits her with the unprettier on the garbage can. But not a fan of this. Not a fan of these ladies getting cut here or whatever the case. Maybe not getting the proper allocated amount of time. Prez, what do you got, man?
Well, I'm looking at the rest of the women's division, and while we did see Bianca and Jade backstage, we didn't see them in the ring. We didn't see Blair Davenport. We didn't see Candice LeRae. There were other people. Where's Indy Hartwell, by the way? Is she hurt?
Dude, where is Indy Hartwell? Where is Candice? Where's Tegan Knox? Let's get crazy. Dude. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Where's Tegan Knox?
Let's get nuts. Let's get Knox on SmackDown.
Let's get nuts. Let's get Knox on SmackDown. I like it. You want to get Knox, baby?
But yeah, it was obviously a shorter, match for Micha and Piper Niven. My two questions were, did it really advance a story? I don't know. It felt just like it was thrown in there to give them TV time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got that match. We got the in-ring segment. We got a backstage segment. Those were 3 highlighted women's moments on the card tonight. So I'm not entirely upset about it.
All right, I'll give it to you. You're right. Play a little devil's advocate tonight here. Yeah, you're right. A little positive spin. There was more women showcased throughout SmackDown than really, than usual. What? My man's over here mimicking something. I don't know what he's saying. He's trying to make me read lips tonight. I told him. I already showed that comment. I was hoping for a Charlotte return. Hey, look, I thought it was coming tonight. I really thought it was when Queen Nia came out. I was like, oh, the Queen Charlotte Flair's coming. But that was not the case. It's not the case. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion though. New theme song for SmackDown. I liked it. I was ready to get out here and start shaking my ass. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in from what social media says, I am in the majority when it goes, I do not like this theme song for an intro to SmackDown. I mean,
sure.
I
miss my divorced dad rock.
Yeah, me too.
I miss my divorced dad rock.
We can compare it to the other themes like Rise Up. And some of those that we got throughout the years, it just none of the themes hit the same. This isn't a knock on SmackDown. Monday Night Raw.
Do you know the enemy? Your enemy.
Oh, yeah. And even when you look at Raw's themes, across the nation, when are we going to get a theme like that again that makes you just oh, let's go, it's on,
dude. I mean, across the nation got to be number 1 or at least tied for number 1 with To Be Loved. Dude, Papa Roach. Come on, dude. I mean, hell, dude. I'll even give it to you, dude. I'll give you the top 3 for me, man. It's Across the Nation. It's To Be Loved, and it's Burn It to the Ground or whatever by Nickelback. We're gonna get down tonight. Oh, dude. Dude. Get the vibes going.
And I'll be honest, I don't.
I mean, let's be real here, dude. It really wasn't a speed match tonight on SmackDown. They were giving a little sample of that speed tournament. Wayne's a big Megan fan.
You can be. You can't
handle. Listen, I do agree with that sentiment. Maybe not a great song for a wrestling show, but I mean, listen, it gets me hyped though. It got me a little hype. It definitely got me hyped than whatever Def Rebel had going on. This is greatness. Get out of here. Get out of town. What do we? I also saw that their contract might be ending. So listen, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say
Jim
anything.
Johnston.
Nah, he's not coming back to you unless I mean Triple H been repairing all sorts of bridges that were burned by Vince McMahon. So I mean, if Trips can rebuild that bridge, dude, I mean, even then, I wouldn't mind if they just started licensing songs, man. I wouldn't even be mad at that.
The final countdown.
I don't know if they're gonna do that one. Queen of the Ring tourney should be in the fall. This allows the men's and women's tournament time to breathe, and both the semifinals and finals could be on a PLE. I
love it.
I'm not mad at that booking like a mark. Hey, listen, you gotta keep up with booking like a mark, man. They just dropped part 2, or the last part, I believe, of their booking like a mark, but it's like Batman, where they book the stories of Batman around wrestling. Dude, I listened to part 1 the other day, dude. Chef's Kiss, dude. That Nightfall booking. Come on now, talk to me. That World Series merch, Prez. Dude, I'm sorry. I will say though, I'm a big fan of Corey Seager. Sucks to see Corey Seager go down the way he went down.
That's the only bad news
Mike
from
Ashley
the
did
week.
the Batista move. Oh. Give us Hans Zimmer. Go big or go home. I'll take Hans Zimmer, bro. We're getting crazy, dude. Oh,
No, it's
man.
it's been a good week overall for Texas, but not happy with the Seager news. But hope he gets well soon.
Dude, damn sports hernias, dude. I think Cody Rhodes heals on Roman. Cody Rhodes turns heel on Roman Logan.
Logan,
all right, listen,
what's up, Logan?
Hold on a sec. We're gonna get there. Hold, pin that thought. Don't leave yet. I know we're yapping extra tonight, but I'm having fun. I was gonna be riding solo, and then the Prez surprised me. He didn't want to leave me hanging here in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta appreciate him. The guy's the hardest working guy at Boom Broadcasting, man. He's got 80 shows. He's got 80 shows. He's got a job. He's got the social media platforms. He's got the editing. He's got to handle everybody. He's got to rein me in. He has to deal with my ass.
Okay, never mind. It is
my ass. And he's got to walk on eggshells because he's like, what's Mike gonna say? What's Mike gonna say? I don't know what Mike's gonna say. That's why we have that whole disclaimer in the beginning that I just stopped reading because I hope you guys have a 5th grade reading literacy competency. So I mean, I don't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. SmackDown brought out all the legends and current stars tonight, Mike. We got RVD, which I was not expecting. We got Vicky Guerrero, which I don't really care. I had to bring the RVD, the whole effing show here to the Nightcap. Much love to my man RVD. He's in a dream.
Katie Forbes.
With Katie Forbes. I mean, I'm sure she was twerking at that Megan Thee Stallion intro video. As a Connecticut resident, I'm offended.
Hey, let's go Duke tomorrow.
Hey, listen, if my Devils won an absolute thriller last night.
I was pulling for them.
Let's hope your Blue Devils can do the same this weekend for a little college football, man. Listen, we also had Teddy Long and Ron Simmons in attendance. I'm gonna say this. I tweeted it, but I gotta say it. I miss hearing "Glorious," and I will be in till then.
That was awesome.
Good to see Bobby Roode tonight. We saw the ring General Gunta. We saw the former and Kaiser. We saw Sheamus. We saw Priest. Am I missing anybody? Who else did we see tonight? We saw Michael P. Hayes.
Yeah. Dude, it felt like they brought a few producers out.
They said,
like
get
Bobby
your asses
Roode,
back.
Michael
Get your
P.
asses from backstage. Get your ass in that seat ringside. We're
cool.
panning to you in 5 minutes.
That's cool. Like Michael P.S. Hayes, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, his time was kind of like over once SmackDown started, like in ring wise. But how much he's helped backstage, like he deserved like kudos and props. And Bobby Roode, like how he's transitioned as well.
Fantastic producer. I'd love one more match, dude. One more match from Bobby Roode, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy, dude. Like I will say, not to cut you off, I have a lot of thoughts tonight. I had about 4 cups of coffee today because I was like, I got to stay up for the Nightcap. You know what I'm saying? Mine's going 1,000 miles a minute. Bear with me. Let me rope it in. I was sad not to see Hurricane Helms at ringside. He was a core guy SmackDown Cruiserweight division all those years ago. I was sad not to see him ringside. I know he's a producer. I mean, he maybe wasn't backstage. Maybe he just does Raw, maybe. Maybe he's just on the Raw side. Would have liked to seen him. Would have loved to seen a wrestling god in the building. JBL. I mean, obviously we don't. I mean, he showed up at TNA, and they got a working relationship with TNA. There's a few names that I wish I would have liked to see, but the names we got, really, really cool, man. Get Bobby Roode on TV, dude. Dom, I know he had like neck fusion surgery a couple years ago, and he's been nailing it as a producer, but like, I long just to hear that song one more time and just to see him mix it up in the ring. Ron Simmons and Teddy Long. Oh, Booker T and Sharmell. King Booker and Queen Sharmell. It should have called up the Boogeyman for old time's sake.
Oh, I love the Boogeyman. Dude, I got to meet him a few years ago. He is fantastic. He literally jump scared me while I was like walking by the table.
Listen, don't say 3 minutes, baby. They call Mike the 3-minute man.
I thought it was more like 3.5, but thanks for knocking those 30 seconds off, I guess.
I mean, dude, I'll give you the 30 seconds. Just like I give myself the extra half inch. Don't worry, it's fine. When it comes to height, get your minds out of the gutters, you sickos. I didn't know he had neck surgery. Yeah, you could Google it. You could give me a fact check. You could GTS that. Not talking go to sleep. I'm talking Google that shit. But I believe he had neck surgery, and that's what kept him out of the ring so far.
Here's a couple other names that I was surprised we didn't see. Rey Mysterio,
also valid.
Obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
This one would have been a lot harder to get on a Friday night, but The Undertaker. Those two names.
I mean, YouTube sensation, The Undertaker, you mean?
Oh, Mark Calloway.
You mean YouTube sensation, Mark Calloway, dude? I never thought I'd sit here and be like, you know what's crazy? I have something in common with The Undertaker. We both have YouTube podcasts. What a time to be alive.
You know what? I might have something in common with The Undertaker. We both like the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, somebody get this guy out of here. Take him out. Oh, I can't with this guy. Since we're celebrating 25 years of SmackDown, what era was the greatest in SmackDown history?
I know it, but I'm biased.
I'm biased, but yeah, shoot your shot, Mike.
Oh, mine's definitely 03 to 06.
Yeah.
I was gonna
even get nuts here and give you 02 to 09.
02, yeah, I should have included 02 in there.
02 was banger. I mean, I just did a rewatch. I should have done this for mouthing off with Mike. I'm such an idiot, dude. I did a rewatch of SmackDown from John Cena's debut to like right around the midpoint when he started transitioning into the Doctor of Thugonomics. There was some dude. I saw some crazy things like
John Marie.
Tajiri. That I saw Tajiri and Jamie Noble sharing Nydia and eating at a Chinese buffet, and I saw a lot of weird things. I mean, Billy and Chuck with Rico.
Oh yeah,
dude. There was some wild things that I saw, but I would definitely say 02 to. I mean, for me personally, because like 09. I mean, I love I loved 07, 08, and 09 SmackDown.
With Edge being at the helm.
How about some Nickelback, dude? Dude, love me some Nickelback.
This is so nostalgic. I love it,
dude. I mean, we love a good, anniversary. 25 years of SmackDown. We're on the USA Network. There was so much positive tonight. I mean, outside of maybe me, Shin, and Piper getting 45 seconds to a minute, but other than that, there's a lot of positive. I as well. I mentioned it earlier, Prez. Did you notice the ring tonight? Old school ring apron, the old school ring post. No crazy LED boards. I love the black ring apron with the SmackDown logo. Like, that really popped for me and really kept the focus on the canvas.
Oh, 100%, dude. I absolutely like, that's so cool. Like, I remember like buying these rings at Walmart, and when I say me, it was my parents, because I wasn't working, I wasn't making money. Much like now, they may need to buy me a new wrestling ring so I can wrestle with my figures like Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona does, whatever. But dude, that was so cool. Like, WWE hasn't done that in a long time, and the fact that they made that to feel like it. It almost made it feel like that 02, 03 era SmackDown where we watched, like they had the old school black ring posts.
I
That
hope they
was
keep that up. I hope they keep it up. I hope it's not just a one night thing for like the 20, give it that nostalgia feel. I hope they continue that next week and for the weeks throughout. Also, let me just say, I got no beef with Fox. The Fox Sports presentation is good for like NFL and MLB and sports and stuff, but it was such a breath of fresh air to not see the screen go black when the fans would chant, "Holy shit." Like,
that
it was
is
so
true.
nice to just mute the crowd. Like, fine, I get it. You don't want to air that, fine, so be it. But at least don't take away, like, at least give me my visuals.
Give me my vision. Yeah.
Give me my visuals.
I just want to tell fans, don't say holy shit. Like for the TV audience,
No, say it. Say it. Say it.
just
Say it.
I don't want it bleeped
As
out.
long as you're not, listen, I know I drop a lot of F-bombs here on the Nightcap, and, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But as long as you're not chanting, F you, like I know everybody likes to chant F Solo Sikoa. I listen, I'd be right there with you if I was in the arena. I'm just saying. But like that, I guess, like, I understand for the TV crowd. Holy shit's not bad. That's not bad at all.
But why is USA bleeping that? That's why I'm upset. Like fans, do what you want. Like enjoy the show. You pay the
They
ticket.
do it on Raw. I mean, they do it on NXT. I mean, at least they're not blacking the screen out, and they're giving us picture in picture. And they're giving us picture in picture.
I hope that's more in the future now, though.
Yeah. I mean, if we get picture in picture for SmackDown and obviously for NXT for the moment until it goes to the C-Dub, I'm cool with that, dude. Like, the commercial breaks won't feel as lengthy as they usually do. But listen, let's get into the match, dude. We got Kevin Owens and Ricky. Ricky made his debut tonight on SmackDown, Mike. Everybody's been clamoring about getting Ricky to WWE, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky. Ricky has debuted on SmackDown, only to be stunned, and the Viper, Randy Orton, to be Kevin Owens' tag team partner. Hold on. The frame's too small. I can't do it.
So the only reason I'm glad I didn't give you a heads up about my impromptu appearance is I texted you a picture of my face when Ricky walked out. I was bamboozled by Triple H, dude. I looked at that screen. I looked at my dad. I'm like, that is such a Vinnie Mac moment.
I was like, James Ellsworth Part 2.
Nicholas Part 3. Like it was just
put some respect on Nicholas's name. Put some respect on that man's name. I wonder
if he ever like trains to be a wrestler and actually like wrestles as a career. That would be sick.
Whose kid was he? John Cohn's? Referee John Cohn's kid, I think. Yeah. I think he's in college now, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure he's old enough to be in college, dude. That was like what, 34? It's 6 years ago. Yeah, I mean, probably maybe just graduated high school. So maybe he's coming to maybe he's in that NXT Performance Center. We don't even know.
The NIL program.
The NIL program, brother. Listen, I saw the jokes on social media. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody making the joke about Ricky. Ricky was on the wrong show. He was a lost member of the Outrunners. Derek, I love that. Listen, shout out to Ricky, bro. I'm gonna be real. You know who I thought that was at first?
Who?
I thought that was Simon Miller.
I knew you were gonna say.
I thought he was getting a big up tonight, dude. I thought he was big. Dude, I was like, no way. My man Simon Miller made his WWE debut before GTA 6 came out. There's no way. There's no way. And then I was like, hold on. That's not Simon Miller. That's Johnny Sins. I was like, Johnny Sins can do anything. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm getting fined for that one, folks.
Speaking of, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens can do anything. And I will admit when I'm wrong. It doesn't look like Kevin's going to turn heel.
Never.
Like tonight, I realize he's going into the stage of his career where the Halo's coming back. So Kevin's not turning bad. You know Kevin's not going bad if the
The
Halo's
light
coming
has
up.
shone. The light has shone.
But, dude, Kevin's probably at this stage of his career now that he's just okay just being a good guy and helping out and getting the crowd to pop. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it at this point.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, the crowd loves Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens. You love Kevin Owens. We all love Kevin Owens. Everybody can appreciate Kevin Owens. His hate of wrestling tropes, his Deadpool-esque, pan to the fourth wall. Stop with the Rangers. Get out of here. Listen, here. How about that? Yeah, you want to talk to me about being a good example? There you go.
Good example right there.
There you go. Good example, man. The best example. The best the man can get, baby. Call me Gillette. Listen. I lost it. I lost the plot. I've lost the plot tonight.
But dude,
of course.
I mean, also, by the way, nice shout out to Kevin Owens taking Austin Theory off the turnbuckle with a punch as a nice callback.
How about KO and Randy hitting the stunner and RKO simultaneously? That was beautiful. Hitting the drop, the apron DDT. Oh, dude, let's be real. Let's be real. If you're gonna hold Randy and Cody off for the moment, like obviously that match is not happening October, November, December, January, maybe January, maybe
January,
maybe big maybe on it. I'll put a big question mark. Have Cody, have KO and Randy be in the tag team division. Have them come after Tama and Tanga. I mean, obviously they're still affiliated with the Bloodline story in some capacity. There's still history there. They're never gonna. No one's gonna escape the Bloodline vortex. Cody tried to tonight. He told Nick Aldis, the Bloodline's Roman's problem. That's not my problem anymore. Then he said, don't worry about it, Nick. Roman's going to take care of his family. Not my problem. But we got some problems brewing here for next week on SmackDown, Prez. Bayley comes out to confront Nia. Tiffany comes out to call Bayley a peasant. And Naomi wants a championship fight. So Queen Nia, all hail her glorious queenship, as I am a loyal member of the Queen Nia Kingdom. She says, all right, listen, you two versus us two. If you win, you get a chance at me for the title. You two lose, whoever gets pinned has to leave SmackDown. There's two ways this goes out, Mike. There's two ways this works. Bayley and Naomi lose. Bayley eats the pin. Bayley's going to Raw.
What's the other way?
The other way is Nia and Tiffany lose. Tiffany eats the pin. And Nia forces Tiffany to go to Raw. And Tiffany cashes that briefcase in on Liv Morgan. Or Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood.
I could see that scenario. Secondly, I could even see the Bayley scenario. Both are plausible. I want to say Nia and Tiffany do make Bayley or Naomi leave SmackDown, but I wouldn't rule out.
Who goes to Raw then? Who goes to Raw? Naomi?
I wouldn't rule out Naomi.
Yeah, but if Jimmy's coming back to SmackDown, they don't split couples up, and Tiffany is with Kaiser on Raw.
So I did think about that. The reason I would say Naomi is, okay, what do you do with Jimmy? Does he immediately go to SmackDown and align with Roman? Or would it make more sense to mend the fences first with Jey Uso? Because Jimmy is currently a free agent. Jimmy is not signed to SmackDown or Raw. So when he comes back, he could go anywhere. If Jey needed help, Jimmy's probably the first one to appear, and we reunite the Usos, which would then eventually lead to the Usos versus Guerrillas of Destiny. There's something there that they could toy
Okay.
around with.
So let's play with that notion. I mean, I'm not pressed for time. I know you're pressed for time. If you got to dip out of here, dip out of here. But let's play with that notion a little bit. Jimmy goes to Raw, rekindles his brothership, with Jay, but there needs to be a catalyst for that. So I put this into your mind. Doesn't Jey Uso have a Intercontinental Championship match against a certain Braun Breaker?
Yeet.
Could Braun Breaker attack Jay after the match, setting up Jimmy to save him?
Yeet.
Okay, so we're on the same boat there. We're on the same boat. Let's keep that there. I like this thought process. Let's see. Booking like Mark said, 02 was the best. Going back to what era SmackDown. Transitional period, Hogan's last title reign, end of Rock's full-time career, Brock, Orton, Cena, Batista, and Rey Mysterio. Yeah, dude, I would give it to you. 02 was great. And I'm pretty sure that's the timeline where Paul Heyman was booking the shows too. So shout out to Paul. Really, he really got SmackDown as the A show for that era. Where was the first episode of SmackDown, Mike? Do you know?
Dude, I feel like he's going to make me look really dumb on my own channel. So thanks a lot, Rick 8-Bit. I'm thinking it was somewhere. Whoa. Okay, hold up. Are we talking the first
the 99,
episode?
the very first episode, 99.
Like the pilot.
Yes.
Was it up in New York?
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark.
I don't want to look it up.
I have two in my head, and Rick, you tell us if one of us is right. If I remember correctly, it was either Anaheim or it was Connecticut.
Rick, I would lean.
What is the answer for this trivia question when you get a chance to it? Because
yeah.
Sorry, Mike, it was a cage match, so back to normal next week. Yeah, probably back to normal next week. That you're right. You're right. The cage, they had to go with the old school ring for the cage. I forgot about that. Damn it. Pop my balloon. Bailey. Okay, Logan. Good. See? I like this. The Damage Control has effectively turned what I would consider
face,
quote unquote, tweeners.
And they've
missing...
lost 2 of their members, but Logan. What a guy.
Logan, my guy. Freaking flyer miles. Dami. JBL just showed up at Victory Road and gave Nemeth the win. Okay. So there's where JBL was. Shout out to JBL. I mean, side quest, in the words of Taz, side quest Jones over here, JBL. Listen, very interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on this next week. Tag team match. Losers leave SmackDown. Whoever gets pins going to SmackDown. Maybe Bayley goes to Raw. Maybe Naomi goes to Raw. Maybe Tiffany. There's options. We got options, folks. But part 5. Heater, Mike. Take it over. I'm at a wind here.
Bro, you've been doing good. You definitely mouthed off, if I do say so myself.
I'm at a win, dude.
Dude, I was watching this match. I was texting you during it. I was texting you during SmackDown. We just vibe all the time.
We're chatting. No, we did not plan him interrupting.
We did not. Actually.
he assumed that he just assumed that I had someone with me tonight, and I was like, nah, I'm going solo. I'm feeling solo vibes tonight.
Dude, I was watching SmackDown, and I was like, man, I wish I was on the Nightcap. But I'm like, I don't want to barge in on the show. And then I'm like, wait, he barged in last week on Out of Pocket. Like, let me get one up on him. But no, like, I've watched Andrade Carmelo. This was match 5 now, and they've absolutely killed it throughout those first 4 matches. But whenever you have like these many matches close together, the fans can easily be like, we've seen this before. But what they did with this story was really cool. Like, there were a lot more reversals and thinking one step ahead of your opponent throughout the entire match. They had the Spanish fly off the barricade at one point. And then Andrade hitting that finishing move off the top rope. Bro, like, this might have been their best match of the 5, which makes me say, Give us 7. Like, we need 7 now.
7. Listen, they keep getting better. Part 1, fire. Part 1 was so good, people were asking for a part 2. Part 2 was so good, they were asking for number 3. Guess what? Part 3 was so good, they said, how about number 4? They said, all right, series is tied. You guys love it. Part 5, here we come. Now, Andrade beats him. LA Knight, yeah. Next week on SmackDown, yeah. U.S. Championship match, yeah. Carmelo Hayes, probably interfering, yeah. So give me part 6.
And then
give me part 7. Exactly. Give me part. I don't make it 10. Go to 10. Go the distance. Just do it every other week. Just have Melo and Andrade just put on clinic after clinic.
I lost count on the 10s. I might have.
I mean, you
not
guys
10.
recall. You guys were cooking my ass with.
Give us Sean Spears. Why not?
Well, I mean, what? Why? I like Sean Spears. You got Sean Spears slander here today, sir.
No. I said give me Sean Spears. No. I got my picture made with Sean Spears.
I mean, if they could build Sean Spears up in NXT and get his ass on SmackDown, that's a great challenger for Cody with all the history there. Go dating back to AEW.
Ooh.
Yo, listen. Just say I have some ideas here. Sometimes my ideas run wild. Tommy said Nemeth hasn't won yet. He jumped the gun. He jumped the shark. It's all right. It happens to the best of us. So long story short, we're here. We're where we need to be. We need to finish it off with what everyone wants us to talk about, Prez. And that is Roman Reigns addressing the WWE universe. But Cody said, no, I'm not helping him. Well, Cody hit us with a Cody lie tonight, Mike. Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Roman and Cody versus Solo and Jacob. Bad blood. Talk to the people, man. Mouth off.
Well, I mean, you mouth off. I just drop mics and pick them back
All right,
up.
so drop the mic and then I'll mouth off.
Okay. I don't want to drop this. This is really expensive.
Oh, you got real intimate. What are you doing? A little ASMR for the people tonight? A little.
No, I'm not.
No. Stop. Time out. We're top. Pause.
Big pause.
None of that.
Dude, we were going back and forth on what was going to happen. There could have been so many different ways. Tonight could have been the night that Jimmy showed up. But I mean, you also look and you're like, Atlanta, Cody needs to defend his title. Who's he wrestling? But Cody gets pulled back in. But I go back to what Triple H said at the press conference. And he's like, guys, you haven't seen nothing yet. What we're going to bring you is going to blow you away. And they did. Would we ever imagine 6 months removed that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns would be teaming up against Solo and Jacob Fatu? Like, who had that on their bingo card at the beginning of 2024? I didn't. But dude,
listen. You
can't tell me you didn't. You can't tell me you didn't.
I had a feeling at SummerSlam. The thought arose. Can you describe a thought that arises out of the brain? You know, is it? Now I'm hitting you guys with an Action Bronson big body reference to a song. Man, listen, I'm deep in the cuts today. The thought arose in my brain, and I was like, but they're probably going to go to Sami Zayn because he has the history. Now, tonight, Cody signs the contract, but he tells Roman, after Roman is like, this is my WWE, this is my ring. Cody's like, Roman, has it been your ring? Has it been your WWE since WrestleMania? And I was like, oh, as soon as this allyship is finished, they're back on the cut. This is back, right on back. I'm not gonna be surprised, Mike, if Roman wins the Royal Rumble this year with the way this story's trending. And Roman and Cody goes part 4 at Mania.
Will that be part 3?
It's part 3. I'm a dummy.
Well, hey, let's complete the trilogy. Why not? I mean, and I love The Rock, but it would be a lot better if it was Roman instead of The Rock wrestling Cody at WrestleMania.
I mean, I would much rather see Roman versus The Rock, which I think that's coming down the pipeline because my theory is that at Bad Blood, Roman and Cody are going to look like they're going to win, and then the lightning's going to strike. The if you smell what the final boss is cooking, he's going to come out. They're going to be distracted. The ref's going to be knocked down or something. And then The Rock is going to rock bottom Roman and Cody. And Solo or Jacob is going to pin one of them. And that's going to set up and finally unveil what we've been wondering for months and years, who the Elder was. Who put Solo as the enforcer to Roman from the beginning. The Elder was always The Rock. The Rock has played them like a fool. He's the final boss. I would put the final boss above the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, I can't argue that.
I mean, you have to, if you're going on like the ranking, like there's something there. There's something cooking. And I know I was texting good brothers over at Two Heads One Table. I was texting my man Isaiah, and I was like, dude, it looks like we're getting the American bloodline. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Cody and Roman tag teaming against their common enemy, because obviously Roman doesn't have family right now. Mike, we know this. How many times have I talked about this? How many times have you and I talked about this? Whether we're on the air, whether we're off the air, Roman treated his family like dirt. Why would anybody want to help him? He's getting he's reaping what he sowed. So he has no choice but to take the help of Cody Rhodes, obviously begrudgingly. He doesn't want Cody's help. He said, I don't need Cody Rhodes. But he also said,
I don't change.
He said, I don't change. But people change like the seasons, Mike. Not me, though. Not me. I'm the same Mike. I'm the same Mike you're always gonna get. That's on some mega power shit. Dami Fed, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're putting together the modern day mega powers. You really are. Cody and Roman are the two most mainstream known wrestlers in media. Would you agree to that sentiment, Mike? I'll give the edge to Roman. Like if they're, Roman's right here, Cody's right here. But they're still on that same level of they're larger than life.
Yeah. This reminds me of, was it 13 or 14 years ago? I think it was 13 when The Rock and Cena teamed up at Survivor Series.
That's what this is. That's what this is.
The Miz and R-Truth.
The modern day John Cena and Cody Rhodes. And remember who told you that first? You remember about a year ago or so, you and I were recording. And what did I bill Cody as? The next John Cena. And then I started seeing, oh, shut your mouth. Shut your Texas Ranger, Dallas Cowboy fan ass up.
SmackDown, shut your mouth. What a great video.
Exactly. Cody is the modern day John Cena, and Roman is the modern day Rock. That's it. Target, spot on. Dami Fed said, you're on the ball. Logan says Jacob pins Cody or Roman. Yep, I'm right there with you, Logan. Rick saying Tiffany's off to Raw to be with her boyfriend. I'm right there with you. Nia leaves the ring so Tiffany gets booted. Yeah, Rick. Now we're talking. Booking like a mark. I love you, but I don't want to see Oldberg. I'm sorry. I never want to see him again for what he did, for how he. I love this shirt. I'll rip it right off. I could get so mad thinking about this. How he beat the Fiend. How he beat Kevin Owens. I hated it.
For no reason.
Hated it. I hated it. And those two moments right there. Take. Obviously, I know he's one of the biggest names in wrestling's history. I'm right. I hear you, folks. And I'll separate my fandom of those two characters out of it, but it wasn't needed. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho should have main evented WrestleMania for that Universal Championship with the Festival of Friendship story and everything. And the Fiend did not need to lose to Oldberg. I stand on business on that.
First loss.
First loss to Goldberg. I mean, I get it. Goldberg is Goldberg, right? And how do you beat a supernatural character? Yeah, Goldberg has to beat him. But at that point, you stalled the momentum of the Fiend, and it made great television. And I'm not going to go into that. That's a whole sidebar for another day. The question is simple: which match is the main event for Bad Blood? Hell in a Cell match, or the big Marvel Avengers team up with Cody and Roman? Hear me out.
Or Liv Rhea.
Liv Rhea is going to end up being a co-main event, I think. Hear me out. This is a ballsy decision, but I say open the show with Roman, unless Jimmy and Paul and everyone makes their returns at this match, or The Rock returns. Open the show with that tag match. If The Rock does end up coming out, and my prediction is true, end the show with the tag match. Start the show with the Hell in a Cell.
And if not, switch it.
Switch it. Exactly. And if not, switch it. If there's no Rock, then main event the Hell in a Cell. Put them in the opener. That'll get the crowd going. Atlanta's going to love Cody. Obviously, they're going to love Roman. The reception for Solo and Jacob's going to be deafening in Atlanta. And then obviously you have to main event that Hell in a Cell if The Rock's not involved in this. Rumors swirling around that Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, I think so. If what I said on the NXT Nightcap this week with Torrin is true, and the Bloodline were in NXT just to screw the Street Profits over, and there's not some sort of continuation here, I could see Axiom and Frazier doing an open challenge on the CW, or maybe something gets crazy and you talk the Bloodline versus the Street Profits versus Axiom and Frazier versus a mystery team for the tag titles at that CW show, because could be interesting.
It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what CW does with NXT. Like, obviously, we know how USA treats WWE programming. Will CW treat it the same way?
CW is salivating, dude. What does the CW have? Please name 5 shows. Please forget. I'm not even going to make you name 5. Please name 3 shows that the CW has right now.
Right now, is the Flash still on?
Nope, ended. Green Arrow gone. Nope, gone. Let's see.
Jane the Virgin?
Nope, I think that's off too.
I
think they just ended Superman and Lois, so that's off the CW too. Name me 3 shows off the CW. I don't even think All American is on the CW. I think it's on Netflix now.
I got you. NXT.
NXT. Steve Wilkos. Yes, there you go. There's one. You got Steve Wilkos.
He's got to be Googling.
Oh, Superman and Lois is still on the CW. I thought this was the last season of it. We'll talk about that another day. Rick, you're in the comments, dude. But where's the answer to the trivia question?
Yeah.
Where was the pilot episode of SmackDown? I said either Anaheim or Connecticut. Mike said New York. Who was right? Well, who was righter? Because I picked 2, which is not fair. So
yeah,
who was righter?
I guess my second pick is Boston area.
Okay, so Mike's saying either New York or Boston. I'm saying Anaheim or Connecticut. Rick,
we're waiting.
We're waiting on you. We're waiting.
We will not end the stream.
I will not end the show until we get the answers to the question. It was New Haven, Connecticut. That's go.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. The only reason I said that was because the Titan Towers. I was like, Connecticut Titan Towers, safe bet for WWE to do it in their backyard. Listen, SmackDown tonight, USA Network. Round of applause. Much love to WWE for putting on one hell of a show. The New Haven Coliseum, baby. I'm thoroughly enjoying what we got. Cody and Roman teaming up for the first time ever, probably the only time ever at Bad Blood. Bad Blood looks to be nuts. That pay-per-view is stacked. And what does that make? That makes, we had 3 matches announced on Raw. So that's number 4. And if Triple H sticks to the formula, there's only 1 match left to be announced, which would be the Nia versus whoever wins next week.
If one of them does.
So then that's 5. Does Triple H, you think they go to 6 or 7 for Bad Blood? Or do they stick at 5? Oh, actually, it technically is 6. We're going to be at 6 with the Hell in a Cell. So Cody and Roman versus Jacob and Solo, that's 1. Liv and Rhea, that's 2. Priest and Balor, that's 3. Nia and a mystery challenger, that's 4. Number 5 is the Hell in a Cell. Okay, so 5. So 5. What am I missing? That's it. The world title's not on the line. Maybe Gunther and Sammy.
Yeah, that's what needs to be there. Yeah.
That probably has to be. Knight Andrade US title. Pretty sure that was announced for next week.
Yeah, that's announced for next week.
So that's next week. So then, unless Mello interferes, then that gets pushed. Maybe they do that the Friday night before Bad Blood.
That could be a choice.
And we also
they could even do Nia and the mystery opponent main event in that SmackDown. They've done that before.
Do that too. They might do that.
They've done that before.
But has Nia defended the championship on a PLE yet?
She got it at SummerSlam, so
she did. She get it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I don't think so. That was 6 weeks ago. We've only
had so then I would say that most but they also want the tag titles. Jade and Bianca. They want Jade and Bianca. It looks like Nia and Tiffany. They're teasing that too tonight.
Yeah. What in the world's going on? There's so much. They have so much in the pot right now, which also makes me think now Tiffany's probably not. Oh yeah, tag titles don't get defended
again. I mean that's another growing concern is Finn and JD have the tag title match this week against the New Day. Then you have the Tonga and Tanga who haven't defended those titles in a few weeks now that haven't been on a PLE. It's getting a little scary in the tag divisions for the men. The women's tag division looking good, but it's getting scary for the men's tag titles. I don't know what they're gonna do. I do think Cody and Roman is a one and done. Now,
hit it and quit it. Yeah.
Now, when I say a one and done, I mean it in the sense of just the two of them tag teaming. Now, I don't know, but depending upon what happens with the War Games stuff, if The Rock is unveiled as the Elder, I could see The Rock hopping on Solo's team for Survivor Series, which would mean that Roman needs to find someone else. If you're assuming Sammy, Jay, Jimmy, Roman, he would need another. Cody.
Golly, man. That would blow my mind. And that's what Triple H
said. If I'm right, if the 167 are you watching this tonight, which much love to all of you, it never goes unnoticed. It never goes unnoticed when I see your comments popping in. I know, for the viewers that don't comment, I know it's sometimes you don't want to comment. Sometimes you just want to watch along. You want to hear us spit some hot takes, maybe spit some freezing cold takes. But it doesn't go unnoticed. But I really think that if they do this at Bad Blood right, Mike, and The Rock is unveiled as the Elder that sent Solo from the beginning to keep tabs on Roman, and Roman, everything that took place at Mania and everything is all involved. The Rock hops in that War Games match. Roman has to find someone. If you're assuming it's Sammy, Jimmy, and Jay, Roman has to find one more person, and Cody makes sense.
It would make sense. Wow.
They're not going to debut a new Samoan, I don't think, for that, because they're going to need. We're in September. Realistically, they have October, and they have about a month, 2 months, let's just call it, to build another Samoan member of the bloodline. But I don't think they do. I think they hold off on it.
Yeah. There's not really one that stands out.
Hikaru. Hikaru from New Japan. I might be pronouncing his name wrong. Sorry, guys. He's apparently rumored to have signed. Hikaru.
But is he ready for a premium live event at that time? Plus, I've always thought he was going to join Solo's bloodline.
I mean, you also have Zilla. Zilla, I don't know what Zilla's contract status is right now. I know he's been chopping it up in GC Dub.
But or would any of those guys be as ready or prepared for War Games in that marquee moment than Cody?
I don't think in the match, maybe after the match, during the match, I could spitball this with 3 ways from Sunday, because I truthfully, I think The Rock probably enters War Games with Team Solo.
Mm.
And then this is an appetizer. Cody and Roman teaming up as an appetizer for War Games. They're telling it to us. That Triple H is hinting at everything. I don't see now I could be a nut, but the irony doesn't lack on me that Kevin Owens' partner tonight, his name was Ricky. You understand what I'm saying here?
Oh, like Ricky Starks?
Right. I don't think that's just a coincidence. I think that's Triple H playing with everybody. I think that's like a Triple H kind of putting like a little Easter egg there, like, yeah, Ricky. Like they were doing for a bit with Shinsuke Nakamura, hitting the go to sleep and hinting at things.
So, did you notice when Ricky's music hit, they didn't show the entrance ramp? They showed Waller and Theory's face
Yeah.
as if somebody was like big coming out.
Big coming out. Exactly.
And then it was Ricky. Randy, Riley.
Roger. He called him Roger. And then he stunned his ass. I love Kevin Owens. I see it, folks. I mean, I might be an absolute nut. Maybe I should take the shirt's advice, but something about that was just like perfect. I don't know if he debuts on SmackDown. I think it's an NXT debut in Chicago. My theory is CM Punk opens up that NXT show and he's like, I didn't come alone, guys. I brought a good friend of mine, and I think Chicago is going to be real familiar with him. Out comes Ricky Starks. If the contract is up, I don't read them into contracts. I delusionally speculate on live stream on Boom Broadcasting. That's how I do it. You want to get even more delusional? CM Punk says, I came with 2 friends. Ricky Starks and Danhausen.
I don't see
Danhausen would be so good in NXT.
I don't see him being there. I'll be honest. I don't see Danhausen getting there.
I think he does eventually. CM Punk is there. Anything's possible, dude.
I don't see
CM Punk
it.
is there.
I don't see it.
I'm delusional. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's word of the nightcap is delusional, because I am delusional 24/7. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this Friday the 13th edition of the nightcap. Logan says, I think Team Rhea versus Team Liv match on War Games. Ayo! Good point, Logan. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm over here closing the show up and you're cooking real quick. A little late night cook sesh for the boys and the gals, you know, and the theys and the thems. Team Rhea, Mike. Who's on Team Rhea? Any ideas? Any speculation? Any delusions that you have? Because I have a name that was spoken earlier that I think Rhea will unveil as her final member of her team.
I could see Becky. Would you have
Nope.
Charlotte?
Charlotte. Not Becky. Not too soon. Royal Rumble. We'll get there. We'll get to her. Damage Control. Okay. Logan's a big Damage Control guy. Logan, I appreciate that you're a big Damage Control guy, man. That consistent. My man is consistent. My man gets a frequent flyer. He gets a frequent flyer card on the nightcap for being a top commenter, much like the rest of you guys. But my man has been on the show, and anytime we talk about Damage Control, he's right there to talk about Damage Control. So I love it, Logan. Stand up for the Damage Control, dude. Because I can't wait to have Asuka back. I can't wait to have Dakota back. I miss them dearly. I could see Rhea enlisting the help of Damage Control. I could see Rhea going for Zelina Vega. I could see her maybe hitting up Charlotte being the mystery woman. I could see Liv getting Raquel.
Man, I haven't seen Raquel in a hot minute. Is she doing
I know she's
okay?
dealing with that. I hope she's doing okay. I don't know. I am not a medical doctor, but the condition that she deals with, that poor woman, man. I feel so bad for her. With you know, I don't know exactly what it's called, but I feel so bad for her. Raw should do the men's War Games match for Survivor Series. SmackDown, the main event, can be tribal combat between Solo and Roman. with the other Samoans surrounding the ring.
See, I like it, but how many times have we heard we're going to do tribal combat and get all of the ancestors around, for a match, and then it never happened? And I'm not going to get into it, but I feel like it's almost too late now. Like, you guys had a perfect opportunity, and then after the events this summer,
yeah, they should have pulled the trigger on that.
They missed the boat.
Boat has sailed on that. Logan says Roxanne Perez for Team Liv. I'm not mad at that. It all depends on what happens with Roxanne and that title in the next couple weeks. I also don't think she's gonna leave NXT just yet. I think she's gonna hang around. I'm trying to think about this Team Rhea, man. I'm wasting time. I should have capped the show, but now I'm thinking about it, Mike. Team Rhea. I'm saying Charlotte, Rhea. If they do 4v4, right? I'm thinking 4v4. Yeah, 4v4. So Rhea, Charlotte, Lyra,
Bailey.
Maybe Bailey if she goes to
Raw, and then
Raw.
Liv.
Team Liv has to be heels. What heel women do we have? Alba and Isla? Nah, that doesn't make sense. They're on SmackDown.
Yeah, we don't have many
unless Rhea goes with Bianca and Jade and Charlotte. What a dream team that would be. Bianca, Jade, Charlotte, Rhea. That's the future of WWE right there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think if there's like anyone who also does this make storyline sense to have.
What up, Alan?
Backup for Liv Morgan.
Oh, man, I mean Raquel's got to be in the mix. I think.
Oh, this is easy.
Studline?
The PFC, yeah.
The stud line. That's where I was thinking too, the stud line. So we're saying I say Liv, Raquel if she's healthy, Shayna and Zoe. Huh. Rhea.
Or not even Raquel, do Sonya Deville there.
So do Sonya Liv, Shayna, Zoe. Ooh, that's a deadly team right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have Dirty Dom pull a Santina Marella and throw on the old the wig. I mean, he doesn't need a wig. He's got the long hair.
That'd be funny.
That'd be Santina.
Shaves the stash for a night.
Never shave the stash, man. Man, what an incredible nightcap tonight with the Prez. The Prez surprised me at the beginning of the show. If you're tuning in late, the Prez surprised me. I was doing this thing solo. I was feeling solo vibes tonight. Not solo Sokoa vibes, but I'm riding solo. I just didn't feel like burdening anybody, man. I feel like I asked too many favors of people when I'm like, come on the nightcap. You want to come on the nightcap? You want to come on the nightcap? I feel like I'm asking too much of people. So I was like, I'm tired. The people are tired. It's Friday. It's been a long week for me, for everyone. So I was like, I'm gonna get the nightcap. I'm gonna do it solo. And then Mike surprises me. It's a pleasant surprise. Even though he started talking about Dallas sports, I was like, all right, enough. Calm down. Settle down. Mike, what a week it has been for Boom Broadcasting, your baby this week. If you guys don't know, the nightcap is on Boom Broadcasting. It's also on my Twitter because we ain't gonna pay for two accounts to have a check mark. So I already paid for it, and then Elon changed the game, and now you have to pay to stream on Twitter anyway. So I was like, I'm already doing it, so let's just throw the nightcap on, mouthing off with Mike, and we'll have it on YouTube and Boom Broadcasting's Facebook. But Mike, a really successful week here for Boom Broadcasting. Pat yourself on the back. Everyone involved, from Shannon to Sean to yourself to your dad to Aaron to Carson to myself to Wayne to Chris. And there's more coming, Mike. So tell the people what's coming down the pipeline, what's remaining for this weekend. Just plug away, dude. This is your platform. Tell the people.
Well, before I do that, I want to say, and we'll get sappy here in the last couple minutes of the nightcap. But I have to, because when this whole idea was brought up and you and me were starting to brainstorm everything, and I was like, can this work? Like, is this happening? And you instilled the courage and confidence in me to be like, hey, let's do this. And we launched really early, a lot sooner than we were like prepared for. And immediately Shannon and Sean and you, like we were boom broadcasting at the beginning, and everybody else was getting their shows ready. Everybody else was getting everything lined up. But you guys jumped in way before we had all our ducks in a row, and you helped at the very onset. And so now it feels really good that we got Carson a show now. We got Wayne a show now. We got Aaron a show now. We got Chris. So like we've added to the team. And again, there's more coming. But it's really awesome because I don't think we get this week if we don't have that opening week and the few days before we launch. So the fact that it wasn't just out of pocket and drop the mic, and that you brought up the Nightcap that very first day, and Shan has Get the Pass with the quick hits version, and like we were just all in it together, and you guys helped from the very beginning, like since day one. So like much appreciated you. Like we don't get this week, but this was a huge week. Like Aaron debuted his live show, The Gridiron Address, like going to preview the Sunday night football game, recapping the afternoon games right in that lull on Sundays. Our first, weekly Sunday show. Wayne, our first fantasy football show, Sideline Savants. It has over 100 views.
Knocked it out of the park, dude. First episode, 100 views. What a couldn't ask for a better debut.
Like, dude, that's fantastic. And then Chris follows it up with like 80 some the next day. I'm like, what's going on? These guys have worked tirelessly to get those shows off the ground, each in their own different ways. Like Aaron's been brainstorming it for weeks. Wayne, almost like soon since the launch, he was like, hey man, if you ever need something, I'd love to help you. And then, we finally got everything worked out. And then Chris literally has done like 3 trial pods. He sent me one, and it's like 3 minutes into that, I was like, dude's got it. He'll be fine. He loves it. He loves baseball. Mike wants a baseball podcast.
I wanted a baseball podcast, man. We got playoff baseball starting in a couple weeks, man. Football's, second week of football this week. Like you couldn't ask for a better time. Fantasy football is all the rave. You hear me talking about it tonight on this, talking about wrestling. I'm talking about my fantasy team getting cooked. Should have listened to the commish, man. I should have played Devin. I benched him, dude. I benched him. Going up against James Cook in Darian Hopkins fantasy league, sports with D Hop over there. Absolutely benched him, dude. 30 points on my bench. Dang. Going up against James Cook too. Going up against James Cook.
Oh, you're cooked.
I'm cooked. I said that earlier. Thanks for reiterating it.
Yeah.
Listen, Boom Broadcasting. I humbly thank all of you guys for viewing, for hanging with us, for following us. Listen, this content creation game is no joke. And you've seen me talk a lot about some of the people that have commented, Podcast Smitty, Dami Feds, Rick 8-Bit, Derek, Wayne, Booking Like a Mark, man. All of these people all create content. Go check them out. Go follow them. The content creation game is a long, hard, tenuous road. But we do it for the love of the game. We do it to entertain people. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not in this for nothing, man. I don't look at follower counts. If you want to follow me, you can follow me. If you want to, you should subscribe to Boom Broadcasting because these guys are putting their blood, sweat, and tears in it. Dami Feds, yeah, I'm a baseball guy. Yes, sir. Yankees, baby. I'm a Yankees, Eagles, Knicks, Islanders fan. And of course, my Sun Devils of Arizona State. But you guys are incredible. I'm gonna keep yapping here. So, Mike, thanks for giving me a platform, but I'm going on vacation next week. No Nightcap. I'm sorry. I gotta break the news here, folks. No Nightcap next week on Boom Broadcasting. I'm going to take a step back. I've been going nonstop since July 1st. I have been the last 2 weeks. I think I was live 12 out of 14 days. I need a break, and I say that as a human to you guys. So I've taken a week off, but that's okay, folks, because you have so much content on Boom to get you through without mouthing off with Mike. You guys will forget about me next week. I'm sure of it. But I will be back the following week, Monday, with the Nightcap on Raw, probably with Mike to reunite for Monday Night Mikes. So the Nightcap will be back Monday, September 23rd. There will be no Nightcap next week. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, well-deserved vacation. Like we all need
my PTO.
Like, we all need to take a step back. We all need to take a break. Like, I went on vacation for my birthday, and that dude, like, took care of everything behind the scenes for me and got no credit for it. So literally, he's been here since day one, and a month in, I was like, I need a break. So I'm glad I'm not suspending him, but it's a well-deserved vacation. He's going to rest, rehab. He might still watch wrestling, but who knows?
I'm gonna still be watching. You still be tweeting all sorts of crazy shit on Twitter. Maybe not as much. But I appreciate you guys being understanding and everyone. The rest of the Boom Boys can cover the wrestling for you. Absolutely. Mike has his own wrestling podcast, Drop the Mic. Sean Lucas has Wrestling of Destiny, which will be coming out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So he'll be covering wrestling. I know Shannon covers wrestling every now and then. As for mouthing off with Mike and my stuff, you're not going to see mouthing off with my content on my channel. As well this weekend and next weekend. I'll probably be back for Bad Blood predictions and all that fun stuff. I'm taking a much needed rest. Appreciate Derek. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Derek for his next toy hunt. But yeah, man, go show some love to all these content creators. Four Sides of the Ring, Championship Culture, Black Masses and Constellations. The list goes on and on. Two heads, one table. Man, and of course, Mike and Boom Broadcasting, all the Boom Boys. Guys, this has been the Nightcap. We're out of here. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.